Welcome, welcome.
We're so excited to have you join us every Tuesday. It's fun watching the comments you guys make and seeing all the hearts and the thumbs up from enjoying what we're talking about. Today, we're going to talk about...
Koala furniture.
Yes, it is amazing furniture. It has been around for quite some time, and the reason it's around is because it's such high quality, great furniture. It is just like the goal. Everybody wants to have this in their sewing studio. It's just what makes a sewing studio. So I want to go over it just a little bit with you because we have a special going on with Koala Furniture, and the first thing that you have to do is you have to decide what base unit you want.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab this flyer here. This is one of the base units right here. This one right here is the maker unit.
Okay.
You'll notice it has shelving on this side.
Okay.
It also has hooks here, so if you wanted to adjust the shelves and be able to put your hoops right in here, you can do that as well. It has the extra large opening. All of the base units have the extra large opening. And this one has the thread closet built into it. You can put spools in here, or you can put cones in here. One of my favorite things is that they tilt down.
Yeah, I love that.
So that it's easy to get to them. You also have a place to put bobbins, your needle packs, maybe a little pair of snips or something like that in there. So this is the maker unit. We'll go over what some of the other units are in a minute. And you see this from right here to right here, this is the entire unit.
And it comes with the leaf on it.
It does. Used to be in the good old days, it was a little bit more of a puzzle to order through the Koala Furniture. You had to determine what all the add-ons were. And
do I want a leaf? And do I want shelves? And do I want this?
And what they found out was that everybody wanted a leaf on it because they wanted the extra space. So now it comes with the leaf.
Yeah.
So this is the leaf here. This one happens to have the Slim Caddy next to it.
Okay.
So this is your Slim Caddy, and of course it also has a leaf on the back.
Handy.
And you have the wonderful drawers here, and they're the soft closed drawers, which I love those. Another thing I love about Koala Furniture is you can have all of the drawers out, and they could all be completely loaded. And it's not going to tilt forward. Some cabinetry can't handle having all the weight of the drawers being open without the cabinet wanting to tilt.
Yep.
And even with them completely full, that is not a problem. You'll also notice here another high quality portion of a Koala cabinet is the drawer has 4 sides. And then it has the front with the handle on to the box. So some brands, the front piece is where you pull with the handle. So all of that constant pulling can weaken the joints in here, and it can mess with your drawer. So it's nice to know that you have a complete drawer box with the front on it this way. They can hold up to about 100 pounds in each drawer. And I'm telling you, I have my drawers full of stuff. Full of stuff. They're also on locking casters, which you can see right down here. Another thing that you'll notice down here is we have levels of how high the base is right in here. Long time ago, you used to order your cabinet height. Now they all come at the standard height. And then for those of us with long legs, we don't necessarily need these things under here, so that these things can roll out in a way. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that quite like that. But they can roll out and away. And then this has the feet that you can screw on here to make them taller. So let me move that one out of the way. So for Ashley,
I don't really need one at all.
This underneath here, so she can just put her feet on the ground. And then for people like me, I need this in here, and this may be the comfortable height for me. And if this isn't the comfortable height, then I also have the ability to put this one back in, and it has the different levels of legs or feet that I can put on it, so that I can adjust the height so that my feet aren't dangling, because that makes my knees hurt.
And you can reach your foot control.
And I can reach my foot controller, which is probably even more important, so that when I'm sitting here, my feet have somewhere that they can reach.
There we go.
Because I don't like to have dangling feet. I also love the chair that you can get to go with it, because it is height adjustable. It does have the little lever on the side so that it can go up. Now, you'll notice I have to jump up on the chair. And this is a little too high. My feet don't even reach over here. So if I come down, but I also think it's important to note that you want your chair to be a little higher than what you may think it needs to be, because you don't want to be where you have to slump down to look at what your needle is doing in the sewing machine area. So your back is only going to be as comfortable as the chair positioned for the height over here.
Absolutely.
So let me show you some of the great details there are about koala furniture.
Okay.
One of them is that we have this wonderful laminate coating on it that looks like the real wood. This one is the English white ash. And one of the nice things about it is, since this is a laminate coating on here, if I were to buy this piece today and then later decide I wanted to add a piece, it's still going to match. You're not having to worry about different, stains and whatnot. It's going to match. It also has the beveled edges so that you don't have a sharp edge for your fabric to get caught on, and it's also rounded on the edge so you don't have something for fabric or your hip or your thigh or whatever to get caught on.
We're good at walking
And
into
they
cabinets.
do that on all of the shelves and everything as well.
Nice.
This has the insert in here that fills up the space so that if I'm wanting to use the embroidery unit on my sewing embroidery combo machine, it has a nice flat surface to work on. But if I'm
Nice.
needing my machine to go down into the cabinet, it is remote controlled, or you can just use the buttons right here. And I'm going to get this to come down a little bit so I can lift this out. So this is
Perfect.
the filler piece. I'll just set that right over there. And this is what my machine would sit on, so that it can go up or down, so that I'm at bed height for the sewing machine.
Nice.
Or I can lift it all the way up. You can also order a custom insert that would be clear acrylic, and it's going to fit the opening size plus the model of your machine. So it's a perfect fit every time.
Nice.
And that gives you that good surface to go all the way across. We also have options as far as different types of woods.
Okay.
Of course, this one is the English white ash that we were showing you. One of my favorites. It's probably been one of the most popular right
It has.
now. We also have it in the North American oak.
That one's fun.
It's a beautiful warm tone. One of the other most popular ones is the Asian golden teak.
Yes, the teak has been very popular.
Very popular. And then if you prefer darker wood, we also have it available in the cherry, in the Brazilian cherry.
Nice.
Isn't it lovely?
I like that.
And I just love that it looks like real grain of wood. They photographed real wood and then made the laminate.
I love that.
Yeah, the laminate is heat shrunk onto the cabinetry so that it's not applied with glue. It's on there.
Got it.
Let me show you also here in the catalog. Of course, the first thing that you were going to do was determine what type of cabinet did you want. Right now we're showing you the maker one, but we have a couple of other base models.
Okay.
The embroidery center is another base model, and it's a lot like the maker center, but rather than having the shelving over here, it has a place for you to put your
See if
embroidery
I can try to do
arm.
this without the glare. There we go.
And it also has a the thread caddy over here. Of course, we just showed you the maker center. That's the one that we're standing at. And then the other one is the artistry drawer center. You'll notice there's no thread caddy on this one, but you do get wider drawers because they've taken the opening and they've shifted it over to the right.
Okay.
And then you also have the ability to add a caddy onto either side. So the first thing you would do is decide on which kind of
Which base unit?
base unit you want, and then do you want to add a slim caddy? Do you want to add the standard caddy? Or if you are a Bernina owner, do you need to add the Bernina caddy because it has a place to put the embroidery arm in the drawer because it doesn't fit into the embroidery center
Slot.
slot quite the same. So they thought about all those sort of things, and we have those as options for you. We also have the tall storage tower, which is a really great way to keep up
I have
with
to back up. She's too tall.
with fabrics or all of your tools and whatnot. It's a great place that you could store stabilizers. We also have things like a serger center. If you wanted to add a serger center, we also, let me just take you over here and
Yeah.
show you these. Here's a surgery center right here. This one is built for the Triumph.
Perfect.
Or the Ovation, or you can put the Euphoria in this one. If you happen to have an Accolade or an Evolution, we have a smaller version of one. Of course, you can get this in the different colors, but it's nice because it lifts open here so that you can store things in here. You have the place for the knee lift to fit into it.
You can put little bags in there so if you
can
don't
if
have a
want-
trim bed.
Yes, you can do that as well. And then the other one I wanted to show you right here was the Embroidery Center Pro. And this one is designed for a 10 needle, 6 needle. It has the opening so that you don't have the table surface in the way of trying to work on your projects. You can height adjust your shelves in here. You can height adjust the shelves here. Of course, it has the drawer, the locking casters, all the same kind of features on it. And then it also has here a place for you to be able to put your hoops and whatnot. It's a wonderful cabinet that just elevates your ability to utilize your multi-needle to the fullest extent. And then of course we had those wonderful chairs, which this one happens to be the white base with the mocha color cushions on it. You can also get those in jade, wine, and sapphire, which happen to also be known as beige, red, blue, and green.
Yes.
But that way you can get something to really match your cabinetry. So the special we have going on right now is you can come in, you need to pick out what base unit you want. Then you need to decide, do you want to get a slim caddy or a wide caddy? And then you need to decide on what kind of chair you want to go with it. We also have a special where if you would like to determine if you would rather have a free caddy or a free room of choice delivery, that is a good option for you as well.
Nice.
These things are heavy and it does require some serious manpower getting those into the rooms.
Oh, yes.
So that sometimes is a really great option. People are waiting for a special such as that. So now is the time, if you've been thinking about maybe I want to go ahead and order Koala and have it in my room so that for my Christmas sewing I'm all set up and ready to go.
There you
is
go.
a little bit of a turnaround time on getting those ordered and getting those to your home.
But since they've slimmed the line, that has
It has-
greatly improved.
It has made it much faster to get those into your home. So we hope that you'll come out and take a look at all of the wonderful Koala furniture we
Yes.
have. Also want to talk to you about an event that we have coming up.
Okay.
We've talked about it in the last couple of weeks, but I want to make sure you guys are really aware of how much fun this is. If you have not been, or even if you have been to an AccuQuilt course, Barbara's going to be here teaching it. Barbara Harper's wonderful. She has so much fun teaching this stuff. I learn from her every time I get to be around her. Halloween's coming up, and I don't know if you know it, but you can make some really fun things out of some Halloween dyes.
Absolutely.
We've got the pumpkins, we've got the Halloween medley. We made an itsy bitsy spider pillow
That is too cute.
out of the dye. I wouldn't want to have to cut out that little spider.
No.
And it's sewn on there. We use some glow in the dark thread with it. It's so much fun to use AccuQuilt. Between being able to do,
Applique.
that's what I was trying to say. What's the word that starts
There
with
you
an
go.
A? Ashley, she saw me stumble.
There you go.
Applique, which I love applique, and I know I grew up with my grandmother. She did hand turn applique by hand on everything, and she really enjoyed that, and it was not my cup of tea. I love how it looked, but I didn't have the patience to sit
Oh,
there
gosh,
and do
no.
that. But I do have the patience to cut something out and then use the embroidery design file to stitch it back down. So between that and being the ease of how to cut out with the strip dies and the quilting dies to make quilts be super fun, super fast, save time and money. That's what it's all about, is we really want to get to the end result so that we can gift these things to people. And
Absolutely.
with the holidays coming up, wouldn't it be fun just to have a bunch of little Halloween trick-or-treat bags that had spiders on them?
Those would be really cute.
That would be really fun. I might have to make one of those for my granddaughter.
There you go.
Okay, I don't think she's afraid of spiders, so I guess we'll find out.
At least
So,
not cutesy ones.
We have those events coming up at the stores, so call your local store, whether it be Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Fayetteville, Springfield, Humble, or Muskogee. Call your local store to go by and look at the beautiful Koala furniture and to go and find out more about the AccuQuilt events that we have coming up. We have so much fun going on in our stores right now. We invite you to come see us, give us a call. Be sure to like, share, and comment.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to do those
Yes.
things. We can't wait to hear from you again, and we will talk to you again next Tuesday on New at 2. Have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
See